So, as a motion slash graphic designer, you spend a lot of time on Pinterest looking for inspiration and ideation. And I had recently came across this piece and I loved it so much that I immediately changed my wallpaper on my phone because it made me feel so calm and it's inspired me so much. I had been in a little bit of a rut in terms of creativity and drawing and everything. And this image made me so excited to draw again that I immediately put it into Procreate and started tracing it. If you know anything about me, I am a huge proponent of tracing. I think it's crazy. People say all sorts of craziness about tracing, but you should trace your art. I'll make a whole video on it. But anyway, I loved it so much that it inspired me to trace and everything. And this is not what made me upset, okay? I had made a mental note to look up the artist later when I get the chance, and it took a few days or like maybe a week. And I come to find out this is completely made by AI. In hindsight, I probably should have noticed and figured that out based off of, I don't know, the Studio Ghibli art style mixed with Snoop Dogg. But I was just so mesmerized by this piece, I didn't even stop to think about it too deep. So I cried. I cried and cried, and it took me a while to figure out why exactly am I crying. I knew it wasn't the fear of my job or anything like that. If you know, again, if you know me, if you know anything about me, I'm generally pro AI. I think AI can do really great things for us, but this was something else. Usually, when you see a beautiful art piece, or at least before 2022, when you see a beautiful art piece, you knew that somebody's soul was put into it. And I love art because it's like we can't get into each other's brains, but I feel like drawing and painting, it's like finally getting to it's a way to see somebody else's perception of the world. What are the things that they notice, and how do they like to draw their lines? How do they look at shape? Is it geometric? Is it organic? Like, it's so interesting to me. You really get to see somebody's whole being in art. But this is just empty. Like, after I found out it was AI, I just felt like a deep emptiness from it. Nobody sat here and carefully made drew out the line art in this piece, and nobody sat here choosing the perfect pastel palette to make this piece. They put in the computer that they combined 90s rappers and the Studio Ghibli style, which is beloved by so many people, artists, not artists, so many people, and takes years of expertise and crafting to develop one style. And anyways, after I realized that this art piece that I loved so much was made by absolutely no one but everyone at the same time, but specifically Studio Ghibli, but not really. After I realized that this was I went to my Pinterest board where I have a whole like mountain of art references and things, and I looked, and it's like, like when you know that like you're looking out for a specific thing, like if you're like, I don't know, like say you really want like a blue hat, and all of a sudden you knows all the blue hats, or like even things that you don't want, that same principle will apply. Well, this happened with AI. Okay, after I had realized that this beautiful Snoop Dogg painting was made by Midjourney, I realized my whole Pinterest board of art references of images that I love so much. Yeah, they also are made by AI, and now I'm kind of going in a crisis a little bit, but I, I don't know what to say. I mean, it's great that I found these works. I like them, so that means there's something in my being is attracted to them at that particular time. But it's it's just such a strange feeling. Like we're the first humans to experience this. There needs to be a new word for this. This feeling of like connecting to something, but it's a robot. I don't know what, like, I don't know. It needs a new word. I mean, again, I should have noticed it considering I am a professional graphic designer and motion designer and I went to art school, but they didn't teach me how to detect AI in art school when I went. So, but yeah, like look at this image. This girl has too many fingers, even though it's such a cute piece. Again, I guess I really like the Studio Ghibli vibe, but such a cute piece, too many fingers. It's AI. That's just so sad. It's like really uncomfortable to me that like I keep finding some beautiful like artwork, and I don't know. I guess maybe I should do better than just like oftentimes when I go on Pinterest, I'm just mindlessly scrolling, and Pinterest, as opposed to other like social media, I don't is Pinterest a social media? Yeah, I just feel like um with Pinterest it's like when I'll be mindlessly scrolling, and I just pin, and then I leave the app. If something really gets my attention, that's when I'll try to find who the artist is and like really study it and figure out like why I really like it. So maybe I should do better on my part and like be a little more conscious about the artwork I'm looking at. But at the same time, like I don't think it's a bad thing that I like the work that I like, even if it was technically made by a computer. It sourced the images that they got from us, from someone. I mean, is it technically stealing? I don't know. If I copy somebody else's art style, like not copy, but if I gather from a bunch of different art styles that I like, I mean, that's not stealing. I guess the problem is like corporations or people trying to like corporations not wanting to pay real artists to make something like in that scenario, like obviously like that is a problem, but like I don't know, I'm just trying not to be like so doomsdayer or something. Like I'm not trying to be such like a doomer or anything about this, like because it's obviously here, it's gonna be with us, so it's like I don't want like corporation, like it's sourcing from us, and I don't want corporations to make money off of us. I wish this was just like a thing to like help us like generate more ideas really quickly. Um, but of course, why capitalism gotta ruin everything? You know what I mean? Like, anyway, in general, I really like AI. I'm having a weird moment on whether or not I should get like no, I'm not. No, I'm not gonna get rid of the AI on my art references, but it's or it technically it's more like an inspiration board than art references. Um, I'm not really like I'm a motion designer, graphic designer, like on the design end of things. So like I feel like I don't often have to draw, and like I'm kind of learning like how to draw again, and like do illustration and like how to kind of form a style. So I guess for me, like having these AI images and even like if I'm able to see like what their prompts are, like it's in a weird way like kind of helpful for me because I'm still trying to find like what are the things like I'm attracted to visually and what are the things I want to show off when I make an illustration? Like what type of style do I want to show in my animations or like in my illustrations? So like in that way, that's kind of fun. Like that's kind of like an interesting take, I guess. But maybe we're all doomed. I don't know. I don't know. But and a lot of people say Pinterest is dead because of the whole AI thing. Um, I can definitely see where it can be really annoying. Like if I'm searching for, I don't know, like because if I'm searching, because I have like a board for like when I buy a house someday, like I have like a board for like kind of like what I want my dream home to kind of look like, and I that one has a lot of AI in it, but I was able to recognize the AI in that, but like that didn't bother me. It's weird, like that didn't bother me as much as the art bothers me. I, I don't really know what to think of that. Huh. Maybe the whole art thing, it's like, oh, I want to see like your whole like perception and everything, and like the same reason I like listening to music, like I can connect to somebody who made like if I can connect with you, if we like the same artist, we're probably gonna be like like if we like the same music, we're probably going to be friends. If we like the same art, we're probably going to be friends. Like it's just like that's just how I feel about art in general. But like with like all the AI home ideas like that, I don't know, that doesn't bother me. And I just realized it doesn't bother me. So like I don't really know what to make of that. Also, like another potentially good thing with this maybe is like, you know, like if you have like a client and they're trying to describe what they want from you in terms of art or like they're just giving you like I had this one client that was like I wanted to be like cool or what was it? Action paced. That's what they said. They wanted it to be action paced, and I guess that was that wasn't a great time because my version of action paced was not their version of action paced. But that's a story for another time. So, say you get a client and they give you a bunch of like keywords. You yourself could go into AI and type it in, and then maybe kind of go off of like the images that they give you, like if they say I want something cute and like maybe like a little anime or uh, a fast-paced anime, then you could put that into AI and that could potentially help inspire you. Maybe that could be a way we use it. But yeah, I'm that's all I got. But yeah, I don't know if I'd say Pinterest is ruined, but it's definitely I wish there was a way to like filter between real stuff and AI made stuff. And now I'm also getting a little worried people are gonna start distrusting real artists, or people are gonna, I don't know, like this creates distrust, and that part is definitely really sad about the whole AI situation. But I, I don't know. I'm trying to put a positive perspective on all of this. Anyway, if you enjoyed my little ramble today, please considering liking and subscribing. Like I really enjoy doing these, and yeah, I'll see you next time on whatever I decide to do next.